Aloha gang, today we're going to be using SCALER 2's detection mode to see how we can use this powerful plugin to help build out our beats when we're working with audio samples. Let's get it. What's up, my producers, musicians, artists, creatives, welcome back. I'm Aloha Alex, I'm so glad you're here. Today we're gonna be combining two huge concepts that I get asked on all the time. And one, that's using samples and chopping them up to create beats. And number two, using SCALER 2. So I thought I'd put both of them together, put this plugin to the test and see how it can help our workflow so we can keep growing our mixing and production skills. That's what this channel is all about, so make sure you subscribe and hit that little bell notification so you know every time a new video drops. So this is the sample I'm going to be using. I found this off Splice. I just searched soul, 70s soul, something like that. Super dope sample. Right? I just loved it. I love those chords. So that's kind of the main thing. We're going to use SCALER to find what chords are they actually playing instead of having to sit here and find the root note and be messing around and taking hours and hours to try and figure out what the chords are playing. We're going to use SCALER to do that. If you guys want to pick up the plugin, I'm going to leave a link in the description. You don't have to use that link, but it really helps out the channel. It doesn't cost you anything extra, so go ahead and click it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to come to SCALER, and you're going to want to pick the one that says SCALER Audio 2. We'll drop that onto our audio channel, and then we're going to come over here to this left-hand side where it says source. Sometimes it'll be on MIDI, but we're going to click source and click it over to the audio. And right here, if you can tell, it's pretty small, but this is a threshold slider, and you just want to check the volume of your source and you want to bring it down, you know, lower than, you don't want it over here in the empty part. You want to just bring it down a little bit lower than the peaking volume. So let's go ahead and hit this record right here and play the sample. Okay, so these are the chords that I laid it out. Let's go ahead and listen. Yeah, it sounds about right. So now we sort of have the chord progression if we want to add, you know, something underneath it. Yeah, so we can mess with that. All right, you guys, make sure you stick around. I'm going to show you how to take this sample and chop it up and come up with a whole new song from this simple 4-bar loop. So keep watching. Now that you have the chords, you know, you can pretty much come in here. You can even just do a strumming pattern. Let's make this slow, make it a little bit. Okay, so let's save that for later and let's come up with a chop. Let's come up with a sample chop here. So we're going to come over here and right click on the clip and we're going to hit slice to new MIDI track. And I like to, well, let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at the sample, slice to new MIDI track. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to change these all to one shot. And basically the difference of that is if you have it on classic and you press down the button, you have to hold the button the whole time. If you release, it'll stop the sample from playing. If we click on one shot, it's more like the MPC style where you hit it and it'll just play the whole sample there. So let's come in here and change these all to one shot. is dope. And it all started with a simple sample. Look what we built out in a matter of minutes. If you guys want to pick this up, please use the link in the description down below. It helps out the channel huge and it doesn't cost you a thing. So I did a little digging and I found out that some of the main differences between Scaler 1 and Scaler 2 are the following. Number one, these instruments over here on the left hand side, I think it comes with about 32 different instruments. Instead of it just making a awesome chord machine, it's also a VST instrument. Number two is the modulation or key change. So if you want to key change, Scaler will lay out a theory. So if we're in B flat major and let's say we want to get to E minor, then these are the suggested chords that we should use to get to this E minor scale, which would have us start on the F sharp. And then number three is the edits to the performance down here. So if we wanted to play these chords, we could just hit play and it would just play sort of a loop of the two of, you know, of whatever we have down here. But if we want to get really intricate, we can come and open down these little edit lanes and we can pick which octave it plays. We can play if it plays an inversion. We can select the duration of each of these chords. If you want them to have them, let's say this one to play like half, and then this one you want it to play twice as long, right? So you can get really intricate with that. And then also you have playback performance. So we can turn on this expression. Let me pick a different sound so you can hear. And you know, we can do the same thing that we did up there. We can pick a phrase that we wanted to play. And same thing with this, just have it strum. So that is super cool. And I think that Scaler 1 doesn't have that. So if those sort of features interest you, then think about picking it up. I'm just scratching the surface myself, so make sure you guys subscribe so you can follow my journey. Every time I come up with a new application for this plugin, I'm going to make sure that I drop a video and show you guys. This powerful plugin opens up a world of possibilities and endless ideas. If you guys are just starting out on Scaler and you want to see some other dope features, click on this video right here. I make an insane melody in like 2 minutes. Think of the progress you're gonna make. Come on in, the water's warm.